I have a Briggs Stratton 23 horsepower model 445,577 engine and a Husqvarna 2,348 lawn tractor with 250 hours on it. Started it today and it's only running on one cylinder and making a popping noise. Ehaust pipe on non-firing cylinder doesn't get hot right away like the working one does. Both plugs have spark. Non-firing one wet with fuel. Compression 180 pounds per square inch in non-working cylinder, 150 pounds per square inch in working cylinder. What should I check next?
Welcome to Just Answer Small Engines. Let me try to help you. Check the rocker arm and pushrods on the misfiring cylinder. Most likely a bent pushrod. Full-size image. http://www.partstree.com/parts/?LC equals Briggs_and_Stratton and MN equals 44557707555E1 DN equals 334500004. Valves are not opening on the misfiring cylinder. Let me know, we can go from here. Thank you.
How do I check the rocker arm and pushrods? Both pushrods are bent. How did that happen? I can easily push the top valve, the one with the aluminum pushrod, but not sure I can push the bottom one open. Stronger spring or stuck?
Valve can be stuck. That would bend the pushrod. You should be able to push it, spring is not any stronger than the other.
Exhaust valve was stuck but now is free. Do I need to do anything besides buy and install new pushrods? I need instructions on how to adjust valve lash when I install them.
Just grease the valve guides and stems, replace the pushrods. And set valves at 0.003 to 0.0050 in intake and 0.005 to 0.007 inch on exhaust. Turn engine till one valve is down, set the one that is up. Then turn till set valve is down, the other will be up, set the second one. That is all there is to it.
I don't have to take the valves and guides out, do I?
No, as long as the valves move in the guides and the spring return them, that is all that is required.
I'll let you know how it turns out. I'll order the new pushrods tonight.
I like to turn the piston down, feeling for it with a screwdriver or piece of wire, then tap on the valve stems and bounce the valves to be sure they are not sticking. You turn the piston down so the valves don't hit the piston. You do this before replacing the pushrods.
Well, I found the root cause of the bent pushrods. Valve guides have moved up, maybe just exhaust, not sure, preventing the rocker from compressing the spring and pushing the valve. Exhaust valve only moves 1/4 inch. Do I just press them back in and hope for the best? Loctite. Found on another forum where someone had drilled/tapped a hole and installed a set screw to hold the valve guide in place.
I would try driving guide back in. It might never move again. Sorry for late reply. My HughesNet died.
I drove it back in with a plastic hammer. Went in fairly easy. Cleaned all the gunk out of the fins around the head. Must have overheated and allowed the valve guide to back out. Sounds like a common problem from what I've been reading. They say the recommended fix is a new head, but I'm willing to try it this way first. Now I just have to wait for the new pushrods to arrive. By the way, which cylinder is no? 1 and which one is no? 2.
Right-hand cylinder is always considered #XXXXX, but it really does not matter.
Right while sitting on the mower or right while looking at the cylinder heads. It matters if I eventually wind up buying a head.
Let me find a diagram. I don't find anything that references the cylinders. On horizontal engine it is viewed from flywheel. But on vertical it has to be from tractor seat. Right side should be #XXXXX.
What would you think of putting a second valve spring keeper, just the washer, not the lock, on the bottom side of the spring so if the valve guide tries to back out again it would hit the keeper and prevent it from backing out so far that the keeper on top of the spring hits it, bending the pushrods?
It would not hurt.
I thought of this after I drove the valve guide back in and reinstalled the springs, rockers, etc. And reinstalled the head. Not sure I want to take the head off again to try it and not sure I could get the tiny keeper lock back in place with the valve stem horizontal. Unless you know a trick for that. It was easy with the head sitting on the bench with a block of wood under it to hold the valve in place.
You would have to raise the piston to the top, so valve will not drop out. Then remove the locks by pushing down against the spring. It can be done, just not as easy as on the bench.
All back together and runs great. Now just have to wait to see if it happens again. If it does, I'm going to try adding a second retainer to hold the valve guide in. Thanks for your help.
Good job. Thanks for the reply.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now visit justanswer.com/YTHI.